What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and today we've got to talk about what's going on in the market because unfortunately, stocks are red again. And they're mostly being dragged down by one particular sector that got some really bad news yesterday. But we've also got to talk about what Powell's going to be saying at his meeting later today, and then some other events that will be affecting the market. So we're going to break down all of that in this video. And if you guys appreciate that, feel free to hit the like button. That would be much appreciated. So first, we're going to take a look at this stock that is unfortunately dragging down a lot of stocks with it and taking down the market as a whole. And it is Snapchat, ticker symbol SNAP. You can see it's down about 38% over the course of just the past 12 hours or so because they released some negative news. Now, about advertising, they released some negative news. They essentially said that since they've issued their guidance, right, for their earnings, the macroeconomic environment has deteriorated and faster than anticipated. Okay, so they're expecting much worse results now than they were previously for their advertising business. And this has had a big effect on not just Snapchat stock, but a lot of other stocks. I mean, you can see Facebook took a tumble with them when they released this news. Google took a tumble. Pinterest down 21%. Even Twitter was down a little bit. It looks like they're somewhat starting to recover. But all of these companies are advertising companies, right? They all make their money through advertising. And when Snapchat says that advertising revenue isn't going to be looking that good, the people who are investing in all of these advertising companies take notice and realize that it's probably not just Snapchat that's going to be doing poorly with their advertising revenue. It's probably a lot of these companies like Facebook and Google and Pinterest. And unfortunately, they tend to sell those stocks when they worry about bad earnings coming up. And, even Morgan Stanley analysts have said we expect all online ad platforms to feel some impact of a significant consumer pullback because advertising is cyclical. And they are right. It is cyclical, but this is certainly a big cycle to the downside on a lot of these stocks. I mean, Snapchat down 38% off of the news that their earnings might not be as good as expected, or probably wouldn't be as good as what they were saying before. But still, a pretty big move to the downside. And that just shows you the kind of market that we're in right now. I mean, when the stock market overall is this bearish over the past couple of months, it's completely expected that when companies do have bad news, you're going to see some big red numbers, right? Down 38%, kind of crazy, almost a 50% drop on Snapchat when it's already fallen from so far, right? It was at $83 less than a year ago. Now it's at 13. Kind of crazy to see how far valuations have fallen for a lot of these companies. And potentially, I mean, a lot of these companies could be good buying opportunities if you want to invest in them for the long term, right? Because we are at a fraction of the value that we used to be at just a couple of months ago. And understandably so, right? The macroeconomic environment has gotten significantly worse due to the war in Russia and Ukraine, and that is certainly not a good thing. But we are going to be getting some insights into what's going on with the macroeconomic environment later today, okay? At 12:20, Fed Chair Jerome Powell, is going to be speaking, and he will hopefully say some positive stuff. Now, I expect he'll probably say more of the same old stuff, just talk about how he wants to tighten and stop inflation. And, that's what I'm expecting. I won't, unfortunately, be able to watch the meeting live. I'll be at a doctor's appointment, nothing serious. But I will be looking at the playback of that meeting, and I'm going to probably make a video and cover whatever he says. So feel free to subscribe if you want to see that. And tomorrow, we've got the FOMC meeting minutes coming out at 2 o'clock. So that will also be something important to keep your eye on. I'll also probably cover that. If you guys are curious, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and I'll cover both of those things. And that's mostly what's going on in the market at the moment. I do have to make this a quick video. I have to get ready for the doctors. And other than that, guys, keep in mind, none of this is financial advice. I hopefully you appreciate the video. If you did, feel free to like it or subscribe to the channel. It's always much appreciated. And other than that, I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.